everybody, Jake Burns, JBCI here. Want to introduce you to Simply Salad in Torrance. It's their 9th location, our first location. We were excited to watch this company grow and get the opportunity to show them what we can do. It's always different when you jump into a chain restaurant that you haven't built for. Everybody's got their own systems. So coming in with JBCI, it was awesome to show them what we can do. We do 90% of our work in-house. When you're the new kid on the block, obviously you want to show the client what you can do and what you're about. Obviously they got their own construction manager that I've never worked with. They've got a different architect that I've never worked with. They've got some of the subs that they mandate that we use that we've never worked with. So we got to come in and we got to show them that we're a team player. Going with some of their contractors like the millwork. We obviously do all our own millwork in-house. We've got a shop in Huntington Beach. I think we do great work. They've got their own millwork client. So we're not gonna get involved in that. We are gonna supervise them. We will manage that company. And I think they did a great job here. We work with a lot of chain restaurants. We've done 30 to 40 different build outs for the same clients. This is our new client right here. We wanna show them that we can impress them on this, adapt to their protocols, and also try to improve the process. By the time the whole project is over, we want the client to feel that they have found their guy. And on this job, we were able to accomplish that. We got it done on time, on budget, and the next one we do, we've already learned the systems, it's gonna go faster, we can get it done for probably less money, and that is our goal, to get things better and better and better. All right, this being their 9th location, these guys have gone through all their little kinks and everything. They've got this figured out over here. Everything's custom. They built everything. We built everything on a nice curb right there that all had to be mapped out. Custom stainless steel that fits these walls perfectly. We've got custom refrigeration. This is all remote refrigeration. Line sets ran underground. Everything's mapped out perfectly. Not 1/4 of an inch left for play. JBCI kitchen, we do them all the same, bulletproof. We got our epoxy floor, 6-inch cove base, FRP running all the way from the cove base, all the way up to the vinyl coated ceiling tile. There's no paint in this kitchen. We don't believe in paint in the kitchen. We need to build things to last. Trench drains that come over here, everything pitching to them. There's not one area for any air. We had to map this out perfectly. I mean, almost too much. They got to add a little bit of tolerance, but we'll add that on the second location. But this one had to be done exactly to a T. Really proud of my team. They knew that they had to work off these square inches. They did a fantastic job. So once you get if you get the rough done correctly, you get your measurements done correctly, you get your walls and your finishes all done to a T, the finish work, setting all the equipment, plumbing in everything, it makes it easy. But when that's done incorrectly, it can be a disaster. The next one will do even better. We had to overcome the obstacle of this door, having the egress here. We got to have 12 inches out here for emergency exiting. This little baby hand sink had to get put in. This water heater got to put in. We had to make a custom drain board pan because the pan obviously was larger than the water heater. This thing fit in snug. We got our janitor's area over here with the mop sink. Everything had to fit to a T right here. There was no room for air. My team did a fantastic job making sure that this was a win. All right, this is Simply Salad, but there's nothing simple about this area. There's a lot of work that gets into this. This area is definitely a lot of area needs to be washed. There's a majorly wet area. Soil side, wash, rinse, sanitize. Clean side, we've got our pre-rinse over here. Dishwasher, clean side. Down over there, we had to put a trench drain over here to map this all out. A lot of water flowing over here, and you probably can't tell from the camera, but all the concrete pitches to this area, so everything drains nice into this trench drain. Stainless steel behind it for all the water splashing over there. At JBCI, we're all about attention to detail. This door was roughed in, all the tile was completed. Basically, this restroom was done. Inspector signed off on it. I walked through here, I took my tape measure. I didn't realize we didn't have 12 inches from this strike over to the wall, which everybody knows is ADA compliant. Now we could have passed, they could have opened. I like to sleep good at night. I want the customers to never have an issue. Took the door off, reframed, popped off the tiles, retiled, re-drywalled, mud and tape. We sleep good at night. The owner doesn't have a problem. We're proud of this. We can walk away clean, get on to the next one. It's just a restroom, but it matters to us and it matters to the client and it matters definitely to the customer. All right, well, let's meet our owner, Bruce from Simply Salad. He's the one who created everything. Loved working with this guy. his attention to detail, his organization skills.
We had a great experience with JBCI. It was our first go at it with a new contractor. There's usually a lot of gaps in like what your particular needs are because they're just not familiar with your concept. A lot of the things that I would have had to explain in a lot of detail or even be on site for in the past, I didn't have to explain because of the team that Jake has created. And honestly, this was a particular build out where I couldn't give a lot of attention. So we were kind of vulnerable, but at the same time, we were very satisfied with how they were able to meet our expectations in that way, and it saved me a ton of personal time spent, and I felt very comfortable with how that all shook out.
Thanks, Bruce. That's awesome, man.
We have another location that we're going to be building out in Inglewood within the next couple of months. We're going to be breaking ground. Definitely plan to reach out to JBCI first and foremost for that. Honestly, anyone who makes our lives a little bit easier, where we don't have to, we can really rely on them for something that requires so much detail and has so many moving parts. Those are the types of partners that we want to keep. And then after that, our goal is 50 in 5 years. So a lot to come.
Well, thank you for checking out Simply Salad in Torrance. It was a total success. It was awesome to see our processes of JBCI get adapted into Simply Salad model. We got to make some friends on the way. We got to build a bunch of cool stuff ourselves. We got to work with a lot of cool people. We're excited about the future. You got to come check this place out. Fun vibe, awesome food. Thanks again.